Hey, what's up? Welcome to the Thursday night DBC Inc. Facebook Live. I will soon be joined by my co-host Tara Martin. But while we are waiting, please throw your name over in on the comments. Let us know who is here, where you are watching from, and we will get started with our topics. Oh, we have such a beautiful agenda for you tonight, which I'm joking about, of course, because when it's Tara and me on here, we're probably just going to banter with all of you in the comments, which is more fun anyway. And so we are super happy that you are joining us. And for a lot of you, maybe some of you are on break. Some of you are just going to break. Some of you have one more day left before break. And for our Australian friends, they're like on summer vacation. So so no matter where it is you are in the process, we are happy that you are either on break or about to be on break. I got to put on these glasses so I can see these comments popping in. And we have already, what is this? Tisha Richmond from Medford, Oregon is popping in here. The co-creator of Dragon Smart with her son, Tommy Richmond, author of Make Learning Magical. Good to see you. And you know what it is. You know what time it is. We have gone international with a Nick Roque from Winnipeg, Canada, Manitoba in Canada. And yes, good to see you, Nick, author of Phenomenal Teacher. And let's see. Oh, what is this? Back to school soon for Australia. Yeah, back to school soon for Australia. That's true. Yeah. And so we are wishing you a happy holidays. No matter where it is that you are joining us from or what you might be celebrating this time of year. And let's see. I think what I'll start with is, first of all, I'll start by welcoming from Cincinnati, Ohio. It's Tara Martin.
Hey, friends. Welcome. So excited.
Good to see you, Tara. I told you, but I haven't. I actually have showered since then, but I was wearing my Cannonball into Book Snaps shirt at the gym today for my bike ride. And so that's going to hit the Instagram story a little bit later. But now I am in my John Beret, You Are a Math Person shirt for the Facebook Live, fresh out of the shower, clean after a workout. And so, but that Cannonball In shirt is going on to the story soon. Hey, do you have any of those Cannonball In shirts? If anybody wants one?
I have so many. So if anybody else wants one, I asked Dave if he got a PR while he had that on, because how else do you get PRs?
How else do you get PRs?
Like, come on. You gotta tell people like you got a PR, and then they need a Cannonball In shirt. But honestly, if you want one, just message me. I have so many. I don't know about your size, but there's a lot in my closet that needs to go somewhere.
David, good to see you. So David, I will be seeing face to face on January 2nd. It's live. TLAP PD is going down in David's district. And so I'll get a chance to connect face to face with David soon. And by the way, already Tisha and Nick have commented on your hair being cute or something like that. And like, these are comments I do not get ever. And it's a little offensive. Like, nobody says, oh my God, like, it looks like your hair just looks really, or your head looks so smooth and shaven tonight, Dave, or anything like that. Like, never any comments about how well kept my head is. Like, this isn't just like because I don't have hair. I actually have to do some things to maintain this state of wonderful scalp with it, keeping it down smooth and tight. And so it's not inappropriate for you to compliment my head as well. It doesn't have to just be Tara, whatever.
I'm actually dressed cute today. I'm super excited. I dressed overly cute for a nature walk.
Is it true that you heard that you were going to a nature walk and chose to wear heels? Is that true, Tara Martin?
Guys, when the most exciting thing that you have on the agenda for 2 weeks is a nature walk in the park with your friend from Cincinnati, you just dress cute. And so it was worth it.
It's all about the gram. It's all about the pictures for the gram.
It was totally worth it. They're coming. They are totally coming. I should probably just flash one up here so you guys can see how cute it was.
Let's be honest. It wasn't about the nature walk. It was about like let's get dressed up cute and get some pictures for the
Let's
gram.
get these
I
cute
understand.
pictures.
I understand how you work. And by the way, I'm at that age now where I guess my compliments are relegated to glasses. Like I guess I have cute glasses tonight or something. I don't know.
I'll send it and put it in
There
the
we go.
story. I will tell you, we had an exciting thing happen tonight. Megan and I went to Megan Lawson, author of
Legacy of Learning.
Yeah. He, sorry, had a little memory loss for a second. He and I went to this nature walk here in Cincinnati. It's like lights in the park or something. So, anyways, she's like, bring honey. Like I've went to this nature walk since I was a little kid. It's all lit up, and I saw the stuff online. It was so pretty. Bring honey. She's going to love it, and Megan, like if you guys ever see her dressed up, she's always dressed to the nines. So I'm like, oh, I gotta be cute. Like plus is like my only fun thing to do. Like, and every evening I'm at the dog park or reading a book. And so I have a great life. And so anyways, I get there and I'm pulling into the little drive to go park, and the lady's like, oh, there's no dogs allowed. And it took like 35 minutes to get there. I was like, and it was time for it to start. We have 1 hour block. I'm like, oh, dang. So I was like, well, I'm just going to go in and wait for my friend and we'll figure out what we're going to do from there. She's like, you can leave her in the car. I'm like, nobody puts honey in the corner. Are you kidding me? No way. She's not staying in the car. So honey got a new status tonight, Dave.
Yeah. Okay. So, and by the way, Kristen, hello, Donna, good to see you. And I'm glad that Honey was able to join you on the nature walk. And yeah, like did she even know who she was talking to when she said just leave her in the car like this?
Right? I was about to go feral. I'm like, what? Are you kidding me right now? So we get her out, and I heard this lady say, this guy goes, oh, I didn't know we can have dogs. And we were going to walk in, and the lady that was checking people in, she goes, oh, you can have service dogs. I was like, oh, okay, perfect. Honey will be with service dogs. It's a nature walk. Like it's outside. It doesn't really matter, right? We not be around people. So anyways, we go to walk in and she's like, where's her sticker? I'm like, we don't have a sticker. As soon as they noticed her behavior, I knew I was going to be dead. But anyways, funny story. We walked up. We were like, where do you get a sticker? She's like, oh, we're at the gate. So we walked up to, Megan walked up to the gate. It's like, hey, someone just sent me over here to get a service sticker for my dog. Honey got a new status tonight.
There you go. And Honey got to see the nature walk and see all the lights and all that cool stuff. And we will get to enjoy these pictures on the gram later, I am sure. Much like my Cannonball Inn picture. Hey, Ryan Reed, I saw he said he was going to be here. He did show up, fulfilled his promise, and is in the house tonight. Thank you, Ryan, for joining us. Appreciate that. So I have an agenda item to start us off with, Tara.
Okay, let's do it.
So here's my agenda item. First of all, maybe since tell me if I'm wrong, but maybe since the last time we did Facebook together, you have a new podcast episode out. Is that right?
Oh, yeah. And I have another new one coming. So, but okay, yeah, I do have one out.
The Real Journey Show has a new episode that's up. If you haven't heard it yet, Tara was on a little extended leave, but now has put a new one up. And where what is it? Where the head goes, the body follows, something.
That's it. Where the head goes, the body follows.
Where the head goes, the body follows. A little lesson from her kickboxing days that she relates to life. So go check that out.
I think it's just a great principle, when I was kickboxing, of course, if you get punched to the head, your body's going to follow. It's attached. Like it doesn't have a choice, right? Oh, and this is Honey in her new status. Look at her being so good. Yeah. And so if you think of it figuratively, I mean, physically it works, but if you think of it figuratively as well, when we start thinking about things that get us depressed or down or frustrated, like or even happy. Like it doesn't matter which way, you're going to go south or you're going to go in a positive direction. Your body follows. It's either going to be healthy or you're going to start feeling sick or you're going to start feeling lethargic. You don't want to work out. It just works either way. And so I talk about a few lessons I've in life that I can relate to that principle that Mr. Manuel instilled in me when I was a kickboxer, a teenage kickboxer.
Yeah, that's awesome. Kim Anderson, good to see you. Thanks for joining us tonight. Appreciate you being in here. Yeah, and so it was a fantastic episode. I really enjoyed it. And we're looking forward to see. I have like a sneak peek of some of the episodes you have coming up, and both of the ones that you've told me about are going to be fantastic. I can't wait for them. So make sure that you are subscribed to the Real Journey Show, because we got new stuff coming out, new content coming out. The Dave Burgess Show, I just put out an episode today. And so I've done 3 recent episodes. I had one about adjusting to the rain called It's Only Water. And so I had a little short solo episode. Then I had Tisha on to talk about Dragon Smart, her new book. And then just today, I published an episode with Thrive Through the 5 author Jill Seiler. If you do not know Jill, she is incredible. She is like elite level educator, longtime superintendent in Texas, now working for the Texas School Administrators Association there. And she is always inspirational. If you are looking to maybe get a little more out of your life, step up into maybe another role, tackle something, a new challenge, she has great inspirational words for you. She also did a course with us on DBC University. That's amazing. Like if you want to get really walk through the process of pulling together an application, a resume, and doing an interview and things like that for a new position, this course is incredible. I call it Increase Your Impact. So it's about just about a 40-minute episode with Jill Seiler. There you go. Thrive Through the 5 with Jill Seiler. I think that you're going to really like this one. She is just so well-spoken and just always is. She's got this, what that 5 is that she talks about. If you're wondering what Thrive Through the 5 is all about, what she talks about is loving her job, absolutely loving her job. And even if we might all love our jobs as educators, whatever we do, there's still going to be that 5%. There's still going to be that stuff that's just, we're not going to like it. It's going to be tough. It's going to be challenging. It's going to be a little bit overwhelming. And so how can you get through that 5% so that you can enjoy that other 95%, which is why we do what we do, right? And so I think you're going to get some good words of wisdom from Jill in this episode if you'll give it a listen.
Yeah, for sure. And you had an episode, since we did the live, you've had an episode with Tish too.
Yep. Tisha, we talked about Make Learning Magical, talked about Dragon Smart, and all of that, and kind of really the origin story of both of those projects, and her journey into gamification and her love of games, and how she's used things like some reality TV shows in her classroom. And so if you're wanting to see how she took her culinary arts class and turned it into in different versions, like an Amazing Race in one, and all sorts of. I love her food truck challenge, where they would tour around. It was like they were going to different areas of the United States and learning about the cuisine in that area, and then they would have to design a whole a menu, a food truck concept, and then pitched it to authentic audiences, sometimes including food truck owners that she would invite in to hear the pitches. And plus people other teachers and administrators and stuff like that would come in and hear these kids. And whenever you can provide that authentic audience for kids, it always makes the work more meaningful. They care about it more, because if it's not just for you, but they know it's going to be in front of an authentic audience, it just makes it that much more meaningful. And they are much more committed to producing, high quality work. And so you'll get some great information in that episode if you give it a listen.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, that's so cool, Ryan.
Oh, Ryan used the food truck project for that. I love that. Yeah, it's a cool one. I've seen Tisha talk about it in workshops too. Mm-hmm. And I know people get excited when they see how you can layer these things, how you can take your content that you're already teaching and just layer some of these ideas over the top of it.
Yeah.
To make it so much more collaborative and engaging for kids. Mm-hmm. And you get this sense that, so it's not just, are they learning the skills, the cooking skills and the culinary skills and all this, but they're also like just learn how to work together on a project, which are some of those skills that are so desperately needed in the world today.
For sure. I love all the stuff she does with the challenges and giving them only a certain amount of ingredients and they have to make stuff. It's just, she works backwards sometimes. I think if Caleb would have had a culinary teacher like Tish, he would have loved it, but he had the worst experience when it came to culinary. Poor guy. And I think we've talked about that on the show before. So Dave, I was wondering, did you have something else you were about to say?
No, go ahead.
You were getting ready. I was making sure I didn't interrupt anything. I was thinking about this common theme that I feel like you and I have been recognizing in other people's conversations or talking with authors or just like in general, just this idea of perspective. We've been sharing reels back and forth to each other. And this morning I shared this little reel with him. I'm not even sure if I could pull it up, but I might be able to. And it was just so cute about this little boy. And he was so pumped about his role in a nativity. I'll probably put it in the comments for you guys, but he was so pumped about his role in the nativity scene. And he got in the car and he's telling his mom, like, I got this classic role. And he's like 3, like he's just a little bitty thing, 3 or 4. And she's like, oh, really? What is it, Milo? And he's like, it's a classic one. And she's like, is it Joseph? Is it one of the wise men? He's like, no. She goes, well, it's a classic one. Well, tell me, what is it, Milo? And he goes, it's door holder number 3. I get to hold doors for people. He was just stoked. And she's like the best mom ever. She's like, that's amazing. Well, who do you get to hold doors for? And he's like, maybe Mary and Joseph. He is so excited. And Dave, tell him the best part. She said, well, how did that make you feel? Were you pleased when you heard that?
This is the best part of the video. She's like, so were you like excited when you heard? And he's like, yes. He was like, I was like, get in there. Let's go. Yes.
He was so cute. Door holder, not even the first one. He was door holder number 3, and he was just stoked.
He was ready when he got that. He's like, that's what he's like. In his internal like words to himself, he was like, "Get in there, let's go."
I love it so much, and I think what I love so much about this story, when I said it to Dave, wouldn't it be amazing if like, no matter what life hands us, no matter what role we're in, what role we're cast in life at that moment, we're just like, get in there, let's go. He's just like, let's do it with everything I have.
Hey, and Kristen makes a good point here. Kristen says, I bet that was how the teacher explained that role. I bet that's 100% true, that the teacher built that up to that kid and said, like, you know what, this is a really special one, and like really made him feel like this is a meaningful part of that play. Like, you are door holder number 3. Like, and got this kid. That's like the impact a teacher can have, right? That you can get kids excited about stuff that maybe they wouldn't ordinarily be excited about. But yeah, you're right. You just recently had a situation, Tara, where someone said, like, man, I just can sense that you love your job. Like, you really enjoy what you do. And at that moment, maybe you were thinking like, oh, I'm just kind of doing my ordinary thing that I always do. But that person could sense that there was just a little something extra, that like, oh, wow, like I just like being around someone who is enjoying what they do. And I think that's true for all of us. We just like to be around people who are positive and loving what their role is in life, whatever that role might be.
It's so true. That just happened today. As I was telling Dave, I was doing an Empower Talk. It's just a talk that we have with prospective authors. And I learned from Dave how to do that. So how Dave presents everything. So I, of course, do it in my way, but it's, of course, like I'm a living emoji. So of course, and I do love my job, but it was just the sweetest thing to hear her say, like, you can just tell, like, I feel the energy through the computer that you really love your job. And I was like, I love that people can sense that. And I feel like even when I moved to Cincinnati, I had a similar experience, Dave, when I was traveling around to the different gyms. I mean, you can just tell when you walked in, like what the culture was. Like you could feel it. Like you didn't even have to ask. Like you could just feel if it was welcoming, if it was not. In a gym, a CrossFit gym specifically, we're known for a healthy culture, like a family, like feel, for the most part, that's what CrossFit gyms are really made of. I know people look at us and they're like, no, they're competitive, but we do have that element as well. And you can just tell. And I love it when the coaches love what they do. Like they're there because they are passionate about people and helping us to develop these healthy lifestyles. But not only that, just every single one of us, making sure they know our names, they ask about us, they check on us. And that just, I don't know. I think that our students feel that. I think anybody in the world, you can be in a grocery store, anywhere. Man, let's just be enthusiastic about what we have, because when we put it in perspective, we have so much to be grateful for, honestly.
Yeah, absolutely. And I love Sean said, what was it? The ear to ear smile, the energy, the terrorist feeling, all of the above. It's option D, all of the above is what it was for sure. The human emoji took over. I love it. And yeah, so I'm definitely going to try to channel that kid heading into the holidays and then beyond, and just like whatever it might be, whatever task is in front of me, I'm just going to have that get in there, let's go mentality.
It's so epic. Guys, if you haven't seen that video, I need to clip it over here because it is so freaking cute. If you have Instagram, you can go check it on my story.
He is so excited. He is so proud.
His smile at the end is just like
holder number
3.
It's
my
a
boy
classic.
was like, I sent it over. He's like, he wasn't even door holder number 1.
I feel like I want to do maybe I'll do a short podcast on that one.
You totally should. It's worthy of it for sure.
It's a good one.
Awesome. Well, sadly, a pushback that I've experienced.
Hey,
too positive. Ryan, this is worthy of noting. I feel like sometimes people don't know how to handle our energy, right? But I also saw another adorable reel that I posted on my story about this little girl and her hairstyle. And this guy was like, I don't like your hair. And she's like, I like it. It gives him 3 words. She's like, she's getting home from preschool and she's telling her mom about this. Like, I like it. And he's like, well, I don't like that style. It doesn't look good. And she's like, she didn't care. It was like, and I think sometimes we just have to get to a place where people are always trying to shape us and mold us into what they think, we should be. But I'm growing in this area and I'm steadily just trying to focus on like who I am. Who do I want to be? Like, not because somebody's making me and not because somebody's trying to shift me this way or shift me this way, but how about I can just be the real me, and the people that want to stick around are going to, and the people that don't, well, my energy might not be for you and you may have to work with me, but I'm not changing me to fit you. Like,
yeah.
No.
This Kristen mentioned the sweatshirt. I think the one she's talking about is I wear a sweatshirt that says "Be you, they'll adjust."
Exactly.
Yeah, and so that's my mentality, mindset around it too. Is that I'm not going to play small for anybody. I'm not going to play small for someone else's comfort. Like, I'm going to be me in all in all of the ways that I am. And if that makes you uncomfortable, that's your discomfort. That's not my issue. And so, be you, they'll adjust.
Trust me, Ryan. I used to get that a lot when I worked in the school system. I feel like people would just make fun of me for being overzealous about teaching, or, there's always something.
Yeah.
But
I love what Laura says. Never shrink your energy.
Yeah. You just can't shrink it. And honestly, it doesn't work anyway. It's just like all contained up. And then eventually you're just going to be like, poof, like, I just got to do this.
Yeah. Don't play small for other people. But yeah, I too have been accused of being too much at various points in my life. As I'm sure that's shocking. I know that's shocking for some of you to hear, but yes, indeed.
And
Yeah.
Gabe, what was that? What was that one we saw one time with the puppies? It's like, if I'm too much, go find less.
Yeah. If I'm too much, go find less. Exactly. Or or so don't try to win over your haters. You're not the jackass whisperer.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, hey, the holidays are coming up, which means different things to different people. For some people, maybe it might be a solemn time. For other people, it's a time of celebration. We all celebrate different things depending on our traditions. Maybe we could share what we have planned for the holidays. For me, Saturday, I'm getting on a plane and flying to San Diego. So I haven't been in San Diego for a while now. And so I'm flying to San Diego to be able to spend the holiday with my mom, and my sister is coming into town, and niece are coming into town. So I will be there from like the 23rd to the 27th, get a chance to hopefully connect with some of my friends in San Diego and see my mom, who still lives there. So that's going to be my holiday plans. What do you got on the agenda, Tara Martin?
So for me, I'm super excited. I am headed out. First of all, honey, it will be well taken care of. She's a wonderful sitter here that we got to meet and greet yesterday, and she's going to have more love than she probably gets here. There's a lot of people and a lot of dogs, so it's going to be a lot of fun for that girl. But while she's here having a fun time in Cincinnati, I'm going to go to Kansas City and see my boy. Caleb is going to meet me at the airport, pick me up, and we have just a fun little agenda of things to do. Saturday, Sunday, and then Monday, we're going to the Chiefs game. So pumped about that.
So Christmas Day, Kansas City Chiefs game?
Yes.
Whoa. Okay. That's right up your alley.
Yeah, I think it's going to be so fun. So this year we decided, well, and we do this a lot of times too, with Caleb over the years. We have bought him gifts, like physical gifts. And then there's some years we do experiences. We've kind of, as he shifted into these adult years, we've just moved to experiences. He loves those the most. And so that's what we're doing this year. Every day, Caleb and I will have a different experience. We're going to go to a magic show dinner. And then we have some stuff on the plaza. We're going to be hanging out and eating and having fun there. Some ice skating and workouts, and then the Kansas City Chiefs game.
I see Ryan's hosting. I love this from Sean. Christmas San Diego is pretty from a New Englander who loathes snow. That's a rough area to live in if you loathe snow. I don't know. Mm-hmm. And Tisha, San Diego with some praise hands, some high five, and Kristen. Last Christmas before the youngest graduates high school. Yeah, that's all right. They come back. They come back. Don't worry.
Back for presents for sure. No, they come back a lot. Yeah. I love it. So much fun. So fun. Lots of fun stuff happening over here.
Tisha, that's right. We'll be in San Diego. Have a couple days overlap with Tisha in San Diego. Maybe we'll be able to connect for a meal or something. We'll have to see. And I'll get to see. I'm going when I arrive. I'm arriving on Saturday. Get into the airport. It's weird to rent a car in a town that you lived in for like over 50 years. But that's how I'm renting a car in San Diego, and then going to lunch with Director of Operations of DBC Inc., Wendy Van Dyke. So I haven't had a chance to be face to face with Wendy for a while, and so it's going to be a DBC lunch with Wendy Van Dyke.
So fun! You're just missing one. No, you're missing a bunch. Yeah. Lindsay and Sal too. Yeah, it's going to be a fun time. I hope that you guys spend some time just being able to disconnect a little bit, enjoy people. You know, one of the things that has been helpful for me. And I am glued to my phone all the time. I mean, it's my work. But one thing that I've been noticing I don't have a lot of interaction with other people, besides going to the gym. Like I'll get together with Megan sometimes for coffee or something like that. But I've found when I do get together with people, I just kind of just try not to look at my phone for a little bit. Just like enjoy a little bit of face-to-face time, mostly because I don't get a lot of it. So for you guys that it's just like your kids are asking you questions all the time, you're probably just like, I want to do this. But I went to a holiday party at my new gym. And typically, Dave, I surprise people with this, but I'm an like extrovert, introvert. So typically I'll go to those parties. I will sit in the back, find a spot where I can eat a little bit and just kind of be by like one person. And then if I start getting bored or feeling uncomfortable, I just like scroll on my phone. Like it just is like a natural habit that it's going to keep me a little bit busy. And then I'll look around a little bit. But I never even picked up my phone while I was there. I never even got pictures because I was just so engaged in all the conversations that were taking place. I got to meet some new people. And when I left there, it felt so good. I didn't talk to everybody there. I wasn't running around, talked to like a handful of people, but such great, rich conversations. So I'm hoping that, some of you guys will feel the same. Maybe you'll have an opportunity where you can really just disconnect and enjoy that face-to-face connection while you can.
Yeah. So not using your phone.
Just for like a little bit.
I've never even considered such a thought. That's like actually putting it away and not looking at like notifications that pop up. Like that's
like what? I actually turned all my notifications. I have no notifications on. And I did that when I moved here just because it was driving me crazy. And I'm like, I'll just check them when I want to. But yeah, it's been kind of fun and it's different for me. And so for anybody who like you're glued to your phone too, it's just a natural thing to do. And if you feel nervous, like it's easy to do. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but I've been enjoying not doing it occasionally when I'm with people. I mean, I do snap pictures. You got to get a few things for the gram. But other than that, I'm enjoying my time with them.
Yeah. So thank you, everyone, for joining us at this crazy time of the year on a Thursday evening. And for those of you who have your last day tomorrow, congratulations, you made it, or you almost made it. You can make it through one more day. And for those of you that are already on break, hopefully you are enjoying it, relaxing, and as Tara is suggesting, unplugging a little bit. I will try to take that to heart, Tara, although you know how difficult it is for me to put my phone away. But I will try to take that. I will try to carve out some time of the day that I do that, but I can't leave it for like a whole day, but maybe I can carve out some time.
You're just like when I'm talking to people, like I just don't put it like right in front of me, which it's like an hour, 2 hours. But you know what? Honestly, Dave, when people pick up their phone, it never bothers me. Like it's not something that bothers me. I've just noticed like on my end, it feels cool.
Yeah. All right. I'll try to keep it in my pocket for some longer stretches of time. I'll work on extending my ability to keep the phone in the pocket.
Let's get a little PR. There's a little 5 minutes, 10 minutes.
Exactly.
All right, my friends. Well, we won't keep you guys much longer, but be sure and check out this podcast. Dave has a brand new episode out with Jill. We posted that earlier. Go check it out anywhere you listen to podcasts. Actually, while he's closing this out, I'll flip the link real quick.
Oh, awesome.
Done that.
Yes. And so I think, I don't know, maybe it's the last episode of the year. Maybe I'll put one more out before the end of the year. We'll see. But I counted them up. And your episode, the episode I did with you, Tara, was actually on December 30th, 2022. So it doesn't quite count. So not counting that one. I did 36 episodes in 2023.
Oh, that's so cool.
I kind of set a goal that I was going to do one a week. And so I didn't quite hit that, but I did get 36 new episodes out in 2023. So I'm hoping to top that in 2024, but certainly do appreciate everyone who tunes in and listens to the show. Let's see, next Thursday, 25, 26, 27 will be like the 28th or something. So we might have a show next Thursday.
You can get one for the little boy. You can tell the story.
So we have so possibly, but we will have another. So we'll probably come live next week because it'll be in between.
One of our shows. I thought you meant when.
Yeah, it will be in between Christmas and New Year's Eve. So maybe we'll pop on here and chat about what we did with Caleb and the Chiefs game, and me with San Diego, because I'll be back by then too. So
yeah, that'll be fun.
Yeah.
That'll be fun. Tisha's cheering you on for the podcast. Yeah, he crushed it this year. He's doing really well with his TikTok too. If you haven't followed Dave on TikTok, go follow him. He's the pirate teacher.
Although it's been a little while since the last one. I was going to get one out. I'm going to get one out tomorrow. Tomorrow's my day.
Get in there.
I'm going to get in there. Let's go.
Awesome, my friends. I hope you guys have a wonderful night. If you haven't checked out that podcast, I dropped that link over in the comment section. Do go check it out. Let me see if I can find that little boy's vid. I think I sent it to you, Dave. It's so cute. And I'll drop that over there too. But yes, so much fun. So much goodness happening in the world. Try to be that for people. You know, one more thing before we let go, because we will not talk to you again before Christmas, but just keep in mind that Christmas is not always a happy holiday for a lot of people. Sometimes it can be a really hard holiday. And so just maybe show a little extra kindness. I mean, I think sometimes people are a little more moody this time of the year, a little on edge. And so just a little extra kindness, I think, goes a long ways at this time.
Yeah, it can be stressful. It can be a stressful time. And so, yeah. But we certainly appreciate all of you. We wish you a happy holidays, and can't wait to connect with you again next week. And we'll see you very soon.
Okay. Bye, everyone.